We're in WTM 2024 with Gilberto from ProColombia on the second day. How are you doing?
Good. We are pretty happy to be here. For the first time, we are coming to WTM with 30 different companies from Colombia that are doing business, of course, with the companies of the whole world that are gathering here. And well, as you can see, we are showing all the diversity, all the biodiverse that we have in our country. And well, we are expecting pretty good figures at the end of this trade show.
So, what is your main target market and key source market?
Well, we have 13 main markets around the world. They define almost 91% of the total
Inbound tour.
arrivals, to Colombia. And our focus is in these 13 markets. Of course, we have also a strategy for maybe 8 additional markets that are emerging for Colombia,
Correct.
that are, of course, interested in the kind of products that we are offering worldwide, like nature, like culture. As I told you, Colombia is the most biodiverse country in the world per square meter. We are divided in 6 touristic regions that define, the character that we have in different parts of the country. And well, that's where we are. In Colombia, we have more than 100 different indigenous communities. We have more than 65 different languages. So it's just a reflect of this diversity that I was talking about.
So, how you promote the sustainable tourism?
Well, sustainability is in the center, is in the backbone of the tourism in Colombia. In fact, Colombia is one of the 12 countries worldwide that has a specific public policy in sustainability and in tourism. So it's so important for us. For instance, we have different experiences that not only benefit the environment, but also the different local communities that we have in Colombia. For example, we are number 1 in birds worldwide. So we are pretty strong in bird watching. So we have different activities that attract and invite different conservation associations around the world, like Audubon in the States or something like that. They are coming to Colombia, to different places and destinations that have this kind of experiences. They are benefit different communities that are part of the tourism chain as guides or tour operators. So they are generating new income for these communities. At the same time, we are attracting the correct audiences to Colombia, and we are creating these virtuous circles that is the main purpose of sustainability, generating incentives and benefits for communities, for environment, and for the whole country.
So, if I ask you, like, which are the main countries who are visiting Colombia now, and which are the new countries you want to promote your destination?
Well, the top 5 is the States. The United States is almost the 25% of the total share of arrivals in our country. But then is followed by Panama, Ecuador, Spain, and Mexico. Well, that's the. What else did you? With sustainability, generating incentives and benefits for communities, for environment, and for the whole country.
So, if I ask you, like, which are the main countries who are visiting Colombia now, and which are the new countries you want to promote your destination?
Well, the top 5 is the States. The United States is almost the 25% of the total share of arrivals in our country. But then is followed by Panama, Ecuador, Spain, and Mexico. Well, that's the. What else did you?
Which are the new countries you are targeting?
Okay, well, the emerging countries.
Emerging countries, correct.
Okay, we are focusing new strategies, new activities in Middle East.
Okay.
Since we participated in the Universal Expo in Dubai on 2020, we have a lot of activity in Emirates, yeah, in the Middle East in general, in Israel and so on. Then we have again another expo the next year in Japan. So we are making a new effort, strengthening our promotion in
Asian
Japan, Asia in general. Yeah, but
general.
especially in Japan, China, these two countries.
And what are the trade shows you cover in Europe mainly for the big trade shows?
Well, we are coming for many years to Fitur, WTM, many niches trade shows like Berfair here in the United Kingdom, and of course ITB,
ITB
in Germany.
Berlin.
Well, yeah, I think those are
These
the
are the
main,
main focus.
you know, like the umbrellas that we have
Right.
here.
And in these trade shows, you are promoting any specific destination or you are trying to promote a new destination?
The way that we are promoting Colombia is through these 6 touristic regions. So the strategy consists in based our promotion on traditional destinations that are located in these 6 regions, but connecting with emerging destinations in Colombia.
Correct.
So if you are going to Cartagena, for instance, in the Great Colombian Caribbean, we are inviting the visitors not only to go to Cartagena, but also to go by car. That is a sustainable way to go to another destination. To Barranquilla, that is our main port in the Caribbean. It's just 1.5 hours from Cartagena. You have there 2 national parks, the Rosario Islands and Parque Isla de Salamanca, that is another national park. And then you can connect with Santa Marta, that is only 1.5 hours from Barranquilla. And then you can go to La Guajira, that is another department, another province in Colombia. So the invitation is to stay longer in this region, is to do many activities related to natural assets, but also with cultural assets. We have in this area 4 different indigenous communities living in a big mountain that is La Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. So you can go with them, with the indigenous people, do these touristic activities, get an immersed experience in the way that they see the world and everything, but at the same time enjoy the nature, do bird watching, among other activities.
Sounds very
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah, and that's only one of the 6 regions. So you can do the same, or of course not the same, another activities, but you can do many things in each of these 6.
So for the first
regions.
time, traveler
Yeah.
when they are going to Colombia, what would be the ideal time span?
Well, I think you can go to many regions, but I think for the first time you have to go to Bogota, of course, the capital. Connect with Medellin, that is the second largest city in Colombia, and then go to the Great Colombian Caribbean, the itinerary that I just mentioned. Cartagena, Barranquilla, Santa Marta, and so on.
Thank you so much for talking to Travel and
Thank
Tour.
you.
Thank you.